The corpses are abuzz with flies, and Sigmar stands amongst the swarm, like he built the deathly totem which brought their presence. He turns to you. Greenskins did this one. No man can hew a head in half like that, and no sane man would stack 'em up in such a manner. And there's the goblin poison on them arrow tips. Magnus nods. Yesterday we did find that merchant hanging by brigands. Now this. The roads are getting too dangerous for a wagon carrying shine. Now, I ain't saying my sword hand ain't worth the weight in salt, but with just the two of us on duty, we're throwing dice by the hour. Sir, you should look into hiring some more guards. Well, we'll hire more guards and then some. You shake your head. No, what we'll be doing is fighting back, and then some. I aim to hire sellswords to fit a company of making, and if your sword hands want to earn a steady keep, you two can be the first. Onwards now, we have wares to sell. Welcome in, builders. We are going to play some more Battle Brothers. We've been doing a little bit of streaming of this and quite enjoying it, and I figured, well, why the heck not? This is a game that I'd love to improve on a little bit, so if you want to leave me some tips or some thoughts, you are more than welcome to on the video. I've found it rather funny that I get lots of contradictory advice from people in chat, so, you know, hilarity ensues there. Let's see what we have here. We are the Order of the Golden Gryphon. There we are down here at the bottom. Let's see who we started with here. Oh, and our seed is just dudes. No ladies allowed in the Order of the Golden Gryphon, apparently. I have not played this seed. I am on unexplored map. We're playing the same settings I've been using, which are easy, high funds, and veteran. I've found that just getting me some starting gold gets me into the action a little bit, and we have less of a chance of rapid losing and just rolling into another one. My plan is to play Iron Man. We're not going to do any rerolls or save scumming or anything, barring a bug or a crash, but I've had literally 0 of those in a couple hundred hours of Battle Brothers, so I don't imagine we will have a problem. I see signs of a town to the south and the north. Where are we? We are towards the south. Okay. I mean, I guess it's kind of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What do you have? A winery? A dye maker? Okay, let's go check that out. All right, who did we get? We've got Sigmar and Magnus. Interesting name list they have running here. So Sigmar, these are both caravan hands, of course, as a merchant, is impatient. Always acts first in the first round of combat. I don't know how useful that is on just a single guy. And he's irrational. So plus 10 or minus 10 randomly. And not in love with that. And we have Magnus here with impatient and nothing else. Okay, so kinda, yeah, if I'm being honest on that. Of course, as the merchants start, we start with a bunch of trade goods. Yeah, we'll equip when we get to town. We better not get attacked on the way. Let's see what we can do here. I'm using the same mods that we were using on stream. So we have the Mountain Blade pause rules. We have the show background stats, so it'll just show us as if we looked up a class on the wiki page. And we are running... Oh, I added show events, so if there's an event going on in town, it'll just tell me what the effects are, just because otherwise I would just alt-tab to look it up. So I might as well just have the information in-game. And I did add a pause on enemy contact one. That was more for stream than for single player, but I'm not going to fiddle with mods on and off between the two. Okay, all we have here is a level 2 mission. Not the kind of work we're looking for. That's very unfortunate. We have dye for sale, very cheap. And some wine, very cheap. Dagger. A war fork that's pretty cheap. This is unfortunate. This is really unfortunate. We have a farmer at 310. A monk, and another farmer. I still do not understand why farmers get such high pay. If we look at their stats here, I guess up to 70 HP is decent, but other than that, like, I guess fatigue is pretty good too. All right, we are going to grab some bodies here, so we are going to get Hildebert. I may rename a few of these guys. Dietrich and Donbert. I'm not going to grab the shepherds. Oftentimes they have bad range skill and stars in it, so that's kind of a meh. Okay, we don't have a mission here, but I am going to grab the trade goods. Grab a thing of that. I'm going ham. Am I going to have to pay? What time of day is it? I am going to have to pay. What do we owe people? We owe 48. Probably shouldn't have bought one. I probably shouldn't have bought the one wine. Little bit of profit there. Let's just get rid of the cheapest thing. And heck, then I'm buying the wine to sell somewhere else. Okay, we're going to run up here. So we are a militant merchant at this point. We've decided that the roads are too dangerous for us, and we're going to do something about it. So my plans is to kind of roleplay that a little bit. In my mind, the Order of the Golden Gryphon, victory brings wealth for the gold. Oh yes, this is what I wanted to see. And that is even better. Ambush trade route. So you can see my mod here. All it's doing is just telling us the effects. So they're buying items for 10% more, they're selling for 20% more, and they're selling less items. Does that mean I can cash out a whole bunch of these? Yes, yes it does. Already making our first profits. Why is the amber shard so low? Oh, they have an amber collector. Got it. Okay. Profits already, 3,800. Just buy my banner right now. All right, let's see what we have for missions. As you begin to take a seat, Bernhold of Grafenhaven throws a scroll at you. It unfurls just as you catch it. You begin to read, but Bernhold of Grafenhaven starts in with the news anyways. Traders from Sommersholm have all agreed to no longer patronize Gryphonhaven until our little brigand problem is done away with. The history is pretty simple, as I'm sure you're aware of brigands' methods, and those damn vagabonds have been harrying the roads, pillaging caravans, and killing merchants. Yeah, tell me about it, brother. I know exactly where they are. I just need a man with guts, and indeed a glory or gold to go and kill them. What do you say, mercenary? Name a price and we can talk. Let's talk money. And 420, nice. I'll accept. I need some time to think about it. What else do we have here? I'm going to be looking to do the ambition to make friends, so I'm probably not going to try to barter any of these ones quite yet. You find Wilfried the Younger studying a map on his desk. He trails a finger to the edge of the map. I need escorts to Doran, a day to the south of here. Will it be dangerous? Of course, that's why I need you, sellsword. Are you interested? What's it pay? I accept. I need to think about that. Otto of Gryphon relentlessly walks back and forth while explaining what troubles him. Has been an act of audacious thievery. The despicable brigands stole my ceremonial staff, which is of insurmountable value to me. I implore you to hunt down these thieves and return the item to me. He lowers his voice to an insisting tone. Not only will you be paid handsomely, but you would also set the worried minds of the people of Gryphonhaven to rest. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's the true reward, but, you know, besides that, how much money are we talking? He gesticulates with his hands, pointing his fingers as if counting something, but it means nothing to you. Judging from experience, this is good payment for the task. It's 300 crowns when the contract is done. I accept. I'll accept that contract. Okay, that should be our standard starting stolen item mission. All right, what do we have here? We have a harbor. Okay, we actually do have places to sail. That's a good sign. A lot of the random maps I roll up don't have good port access. If we have a north-south, I'm going to be so happy. That is something I normally, if I was just playing for myself, I will reroll maps until I have a north-south, just because it is very valuable later on. We have a tavern, a temple, a training hall. Okay, we did hire 3 men. We're likely to want at least a 6 and maybe 3 more, just depending on what we have. So let's look. An anatomist. I mean, these guys seem to be okay. They're more for their own origin. I don't know how good they are as just a straight origin. I do actually like caravan hands. But I don't like caravan hands for 780. What are you? A servant? Probably not. A flagellant? Yeah, maybe because you're dirt cheap. Boy, the pickings are a little thin here, aren't they? Another caravan hand, Gerald. That name list. Another, wow. Are you guys here for like a convention or something? A sword master, wow. Okay. I've never actually made it very deep in the game, so it's like I never get to use any of the like really cool, powerful backgrounds. I basically just play as if I'm a peasant militia. Okay, 400 for a guy wearing 250 costing armor, and he has a dagger. And he only costs 8 per day. Dude, what's wrong with you? Do you have like no eyes or something? I'm gonna take that guy. Hire him. Yeah, now look at this guy. Same guy, essentially the same price, but you're paying for that dagger, which I do like daggers, but am I willing to pay straight up for that? Maybe. I gotta be careful also. I have a nasty habit of spending down all my money. We want to be doing some trading because we get better prices. So our profit margin is higher. So I need to make sure I keep enough gold that we can buy trade goods to move around. That all being said, I do think I'm going to get him. And that puts us at 7. I think I want one more. Which of you is the cheaper? 170 and 7 per day? I mean, you're not gonna live more than a couple days, let's be honest here. We'll take the cheaper guy. All right. How did we do? Okay, so these are our initial 2 guys. That's a caravan hand, that's a caravan hand, and you 4 are probably junk. All right, boys, inspection day. Take it off. Let's see, what do we end up down here? Nightblind, Swift. We have a range star, a melee star, and fatigue. Okay, you're nothing special. All right, dump you down here. We have... You have any good traits? No. No, the Swift is fine. No particular traits. We do have a star in melee, a star in fatigue, a star in resolve, which he's not lacking in. He's fine, but not like stellar. I guess we'll put you over here. You're fine, but not stellar. Okay, we have Iron Jaw. That's not terrible. And Hesitant. I don't mind Hesitant. I mean, it's not good, but it's fine. Doesn't particularly say it does anything. He's offended by violence. Are you actually? That would be surprising. And 3 stars in health, 1 in result. Okay, you're okay. You're okay. I mean, it's usable. It's usable. We have 3 stars in melee defense, a bunch of fatigue. Did we high roll that? Yeah, we max rolled fatigue. We almost high rolled defense. HP is okay. Resolve needs a smidgen. Okay, yeah, you're usable. Not great, but usable. Dietrich hates greenskins. Me too, buddy. Me too. Has a star in melee and melee defense and initiative. You're in, man. Okay, what a good crop. And Hildebert has 1 star in melee and then a star in melee and range defense. Wow, what a good bunch of dudes. He has quick for some extra initiative. You're like a dodgy character, maybe. Wow, okay. We don't have anyone here that I'm just like, you are complete and utter garbage. You know what? I'm gonna grab that other Garbo guy. You're in too. Just to have somebody that I'm more than willing to throw away to die. How did you end? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I expected everyone to be like. Welcome in, friend. Okay, weapon-wise, well, I guess we should check you guys too. Take it off, you're included. Okay, we already know that I wasn't super impressed with their traits, especially irrational. This guy is actually pretty good. Okay, so you are somebody I'd really like to keep alive. Maybe we try to backline him for just a couple levels, just to make sure he doesn't, like, insta-die. Okay, you are complete and utter garbage. We have 8 guys. How many weapons do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we need at least 2 weapons. And we have spears that are expensive. I don't love that, but I don't have a ton of choices here, so we'll take 2. All right, you are complete and utter garbo. I think you get, like, the worst of the worst. Okay, next. I probably want to give the stuff to people who actually have a chance of killing something. Like, you, I think, are somebody I would like to keep around. Maybe we can get you a kill on something. Of my people that's not you, who do I like the most? You're pretty good. I'm seeing tank in your future. I really am. I'm going to be very disappointed if you die super early. And you're not misery either. Who is my highest attack up here? 52. 56. Okay, 56. You get the actual dagger. See if we can maybe stab somebody. Okay, you are looking to die. Okay, give me people that don't have... Okay, you don't have a star. Oh, but you... But I actually don't want you to die. Awkward. Okay, next. I guess you're next. Actually get 10% to hit with this, so might have a chance of getting a kill. And then we have excuse me, not even daggers, knives for everyone else. What a team. Okay, so have that. Who else do I really like? I actually really like you. I think you get the good armor. You're pretty good. Let's give you that. I know who I want to survive by how good their armor is. You also have 2 stars, though. Yeah, I would really like you to live. We don't have a second reach weapon here, right? We don't. Tell you what, give me those nets. This is gonna be... And give me that, too. This is gonna be a really nasty fight, I have a feeling. Alright, you. You definitely get this. Step over... Man, so bad. It's so bad. Okay, you're somebody I don't care about. Dagger. I cannot believe how good we actually had it on these recruits. Okay, what's my best remaining? Best remaining armor is 30. And you get that. 30. Might put something on. Yeah, you I actually don't care about. You are legitimately somebody that probably needs to die. Best we have. Alright. That is it. Okay, Sigmar and Magnus. I hate that you guys are both the ones I want to keep, but you are. Okay. We got a little bit of food and a lot of fighting spunk. Let's do it. Where's this at? Oh, this is a track one. Northeast. All right. Northeast we go. Many of you will die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. The thieves are quite human, a simple crew of vagabonds and brigands. They arm themselves as you order them in to attack. Mini thugs. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, that's what I was expecting. They have no range that we can see, and nor do we. Okay, decent piece of armor here. Maybe we can dagger that down, or hit him on the head. In fact, very little headgear. You actually have a decent weapon. You have a decent weapon. You have a decent weapon. You have a decent weapon. So this is going to be pretty brutal, is the long short of that. Can I step in there? No. Okay, so these are both blockers. I think I want to just rotate up. And then I'd have to go all the way to there. I think these 3 are going to hold the southern flank, essentially. 1, 2, 3. So we could go to here and still be safe. Another shrub. Boy, this is annoying. Okay, you come here. Wait. Wait. All right, 1, 2, 3. So I can move to here safely. I'll do so. Wait. I'm moving up a little aggressively here because they don't have any range or anything, so I'm just getting in position. Hopefully this is going to encourage them just to charge me, and then we can get at least the first hit in. All right, we kind of have a double thing going here. I'm going to move up, and we're actually going to spear wall that. Okay, I can't take that, which is unfortunate. I think we're just waiting here. Wait on that guy. All right, what are you guys going to do? Okay, they're going to engage. Move here. All right, come and get some. Okay, we are 1-to-1 on that line. We outnumber them locally here. I think you're just done. All right, now this is a guy that I would like his weapon from. This is a guy I really want to live. Let's go up to here. Nothing I can do this turn. All right. Beautiful start. Hildebert, good job, my man. Okay. I don't care about the gear on either of these guys particularly, so I'm just going to start stabbing. I'm assuming this is going to be the easier target because he doesn't have a shield. All right, now here we have a little interesting thing. We do have a net. Okay, that's a 35 armor, and he has a sword of some sort. This guy has a shield and a sword. He is likely to be able to kill him. I think we're going to net him and just try to nerf him. 69, nice, or 74. We'll take the 74. 1, 2, 3. Okay, for here, step up and you're done. All right, we'll try a stab. No. Interesting. Okay. All right, over here, just trying to kill you. Beautiful. All right, now for this guy, I really would like to bonk him on the head, but I don't know if I can just be that greedy, frankly. Let's just wait here, see what happens. All right, now we could... We're not going to be able to get there, because this guy should stop us. Let's wait. All right. Can't make it. Let's just wait. What are you doing? Okay. Let's end this man's career. All right, now here, get rid of that guy. Beautiful. All right, now I'd love to take this guy and kill him gently, but I don't think we can't be greedy here. We just got to take people out. Okay, we have a knife, 44, 40. Okay, we'll go for the higher. Beautiful. Normally, if people have knives in their hands, it means I really want you to die, but that's not actually the case here. We just literally didn't have enough weapons. All right, I can't wait around. Okay, well, good he's retreating. Sucks that I had to deal the armor damage. Just get in position on this guy, I think. Move up and try a head. Nice. Okay, got a head hit. It's too bad that's just the junkiest weapon. If that was an upgraded one, we might have gotten a kill there. Okay, here, move up, stab. We didn't stab. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, geez. It makes me nervous when things go this well, because that just means that the shoe's gonna drop on the other foot. No, you don't have anything I particularly want. You're fleeing anyways. Dang, Hildebert. Born killer. Stab and stab. Wow. Okay. Turns out when you have people who can actually hit things, you can win. That's a good start. First of many for the Order of the Golden Gryphon. Got a good helmet. For us, a thick tunic is actually okay. A short sword, another dagger, and a shield. After the battle, a man emerges from the tree line, clapping his hands together. I paid those men a great deal of crowns, but it appears I should have paid you. And now, all those skeevy brigands are dead, I can. You tell the man to get to the point before you run him through with a sword. He gestures towards the artifact. I'll pay you 700 for the item. It was what was originally owed to those thieves, plus a little more. What do you say? Otto of Gryphon won't take kindly to your betrayal, but that is a good bit of money. We're paid to return it, and that's what we'll do. I'm saying that because I want to complete that ambition, hopefully. We don't have it yet, but it should proc relatively soon. Otto van Gryphon takes the ceremonial staff from you, hugging it close as though you've retrieved a child. His eyes are a little teary as he looks at the artifact. Thank you, sellsword, thank you. This means a lot to me. I mean, the town. You have our gratitude. He pauses as you stare at him. His eyes bounce to the corner of the room. Our gratitude, sellsword. A large wooden chest is opened by the guard. You count the crowns and go. Well, okay, good start, good start. So, dole out the goods here. All right, it's a 40 helm. I mean, you're slightly better, I suppose. You are the, you know what? You deserve an upgrade because you were a killer. In fact, actually, give me that helm back, Dietrich. What are you doing? He gets that. You can have his hood. And then you actually did some work. You can have the bandana. All right, that's a 30 armor. That is better than what he's wearing. And then we have a dagger. 48, 56 has a higher attack. 56 is on the cusp of actually being able to hit things, though. I'm going to actually give him the short sword. The plus 10 to hit is much more valuable to me. 46, 48. I think the 48 gets it. Yeah, you had the highest chance, but you're one of the junkiest guys. I'll give you the buckler. And you're actually probably going to be someone who uses a shield during your career. You might actually have to stick with a spear. Your melee skill is just going to be so bad. Okay, I'm a little disheartened that nobody leveled, but it is what it is. It barely hurt, barely hurt. Yeah, we are totally ready for another mission. And you can take a dagger. 49, 56. Okay, you can take a knife. And nobody new should have shown up in that amount of time, I'd assume. Nope. And gear-wise, we are still being ambushed, so I really don't want to buy stuff if I can avoid it. So we will go ahead and take, I believe it's this one? Caravan. No, still need some time to think about this. Drive off the brigands at Poacher's Retreat. I accept. What an amazing starting town, actually having some missions. Okay, an awkward spot, but still. Now we have no range, so I'm perfectly content attacking at night. It doesn't really matter to me. In fact, it's preferable if the enemy does have range. I hope we were provided with like some rowboats or something here. During camp. As is customary, you assemble the men to explain the company's next step. Brothers, the Order of the Golden Gryphon must show the world we are forged of a hotter fire than other mercenary bands. As our reputation grows, so will the influx of crowns to our coffer. Let us forge a path to greatness. What do you tell the men the company will do? I would definitely want to do the trading one, but I don't think that's where I want to start. We're actually going to do friendship because I think we're just going to complete that literally here. That's going to put us on such a good start. That'll improve our guys' mood, and then that way we will maybe get some people starting confident in combat, which just is a huge, huge boon for those bonus points. All right, there is something wandering around, but it is not the target. Some brigand thugs, engage. All right, let's see. First thing I noticed, we got a little bit of armor here, some padded stuff. That's like rugged leather or something. Better than what we have. Ditto up here. Garbage, garbage. You're wearing a bandana. Nobody else has anything else on their head. So again, we're going to deploy pretty aggressively. I'm not going to do it with him, though. So 1, 2, 3. So I'll go up 2. Also, we have a big blocking thing here. I think we're going to rotate south, and we'll just leave him to hold the north. So you're going to want to go, like, to here. So we're going to want to go down a decent amount. Like here. So you would go there, 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 there. Yeah, that works. Okay, and that's... he won't be able to do anything anyway, so we'll just end turn. All right, now here, I probably want to space out my big killers, so you can go up here. Yeah, he actually has enough, so he'll wait. You do not, you're done. I think you're just gonna wait. You're gonna move up and maybe tell those guys to stay away. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it'll be fine if you engage. Perfect. Once one of them engages, that usually signifies to the rest of them that they're going in. We'll run up. No reason to be careful with any of these. All right, now this guy, I'm gonna have him just pull back to like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can't even get here. And you're just done. He's just gonna ensure that guy can't flank us. Nice. Nice. Okay, good, good. Yeah, okay, so he did come this way. Move up. Unfortunately, we do not have any hits we can do here. Finish him. I think we're gonna 2v1 this guy. Move here. And done. And bonk. Darn. Alright, stab. I think we're just engaging this guy, so you can move up. 54. Yeah, let's just wait. I'm not going to be too careful with that kind of armor. I got to be careful I don't get too greedy here. It's better just to get rid of some of these guys. Stab, stab. Beautiful. Move up. Now, I would like this piece of armor. 21% chance to hit. No. We'd never end up hitting that guy. All right, if we swung here, that would be a waste. Let's just wait. Hit that guy. Beautiful. You have a spear. Let's get rid of you. Okay. Man, they were really targeting him. Luckily, he's the guy that I want the least, so that is perfect. That's exactly what his job is. All right, bonk. Bonk. Beautiful. Beautiful. Broken nose, and he's wavering. All right, you are shield walling. Let's knock you back. Okay, that knocked him out of shield wall. Unfortunately, missed that. Very unfortunate. All right, let's take that out. Okay. Wait. Wait. The order is doing some work. The order is doing some work. Yup. There's a confident right there. Yeah, you could just chill, man. You did a good job. And I do think we're going to head up towards that guy. I would absolutely love it if we could stab him and take his armor, but the odds are just so low. And he's swinging not a good weapon, but a dangerous weapon nonetheless. Get up there. Can we kill him? Good. I am shocked that this dude is still hanging around. You're definitely not re-engaging. $38, he's getting tired. Alright, just get some more people into melee. Increase our to hit bonus. Okay, good head hit. Oh man, if only we could get our flail in there. Okay, I do kind of want to try to get that flail in there. Or take some, like, daggery hits. Alright, let's try for it. 29. 29. Yeah, you better start thinking here really hard, buddy. And you don't have a dagger by chance? No. We're at the point where people are carrying multiple pieces of gear. Just wait. Oh, we couldn't make it there? Have a leg wound or something? Yeah. Alright, did we get anything? We did get a level up. We did not get any armor, unfortunately. Pickaxe is a weapon I always kind of foo-fooed, but now I'm kind of wondering if maybe I've not been thinking about that correctly. Sometimes I want to destroy armor, and that's where a hammer, which the pickaxe is classified as, would be really good. The problem is it doesn't have any bonus to hit, so we're really going to struggle to bring the damage to bear. Alright, what is out here that was leaving those tracks? I guess they got killed, whatever it was. Alright, not my problem. Back to town we go. This was a little unfortunate, it was so far away, but I mean, we're only paying 80 crowns a day and it's going to pay out 420. That's a pretty good ratio, I would say. Make it back before... Get in there, and then we can take that next contract from them. It's going to take us back the way we came from, but that's okay. Cha-ching. Oh, nice. Another contract available. Okay, now we're not having ambush trade routes. Those are still stupid overpriced. Holy moly. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that I'm just jumping for joy. That's not too overpriced, but that's still pretty pricey. Alright, let's check you. What do you want? Wilfred the Younger's got his feet up on the table when you enter. He puts his hands behind his head and looks a little too relaxed for your taste. Good tidings, Captain. What say you take a leave from all that killing and dying? He raises an eyebrow at your response, which is precisely none at all. Huh, figured you'd jump at the opportunity. No matter. It was just a lie. I need you to take a certain package to Balin, Guildmaster, a fellow residing in Doran. This cargo undoubtedly garners some ill-intentioned eyes, which is why I need your men watching it for me. If you're interested, which you should be, let's talk numbers. Okay, money. I need to be paid more. Very well, given the demands, I offer you this. Okay, I'll accept. Let me think about it. I'm going to do the caravan first so it doesn't expire, and I'm just going to accept it. Let's go. We know where we're going. This doesn't seem to be a particularly dangerous area. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll have regenerated some more supplies to trade or something. We get in there before dark. Well supplied. They have a contract too. Raided. This place has recently been raided. Okay. 50% fewer recruits, 50% less items for sale, but the prices didn't go up. And they're buying and selling for 10% less. Cheap wine. Do they also have cigarettes? I'll take it. Those tools are better than the other ones. I will take those. I would definitely feel better with a second backliner. I'm going to take that too. We could even go third, but maybe that's a little bridge too far. We're not using any ammo. I'll take the cheap food. We're out. What's this? Balin the Guildmaster. Hey, we just delivered his package. Relentlessly walks back and forth while explaining what troubles him. There's been an audacious act of thievery. The despicable brigand stole my demonic statuette. It was so hot, I assembled it myself. It was an immeasurable value to me. I implore you to hunt down those thieves and return the item to me. He lowers his voice to an insisting tone. Not only will you get paid handsomely, but you would also set the worried minds of the people of Dawn to rest. They loved coming to look at my demonic statue. What's it worth to you? Need to be paid more. He says no. I accept. I'll take this one. The other one's gonna just have us come straight back here, so... Ambition fulfilled. Deciding that Gryphon Haven is as good a place to invest your efforts, you decide to offer the protection of the company and take up any work suitable to your talents. You act like a gentleman in your dealings with the locals and encourage your men to mind their manners while in the settlement. There was, of course, some griping at first. Sigmar was solely disappointed to give up brawling with the farmers, especially with the Order of the Golden Gryphon spending so much time in Gryphon Haven. But you convinced the men that having a friendly base of operations is important in your line of work, as it meant getting better prices on the market and more people willing to join your motley band. It's also much less tiring not having to dodge militia all the time. You even enlist the men to do some small tasks in exchange for nothing but goodwill. Oh, I found that little brat who wandered off and dragged him right home. Hilbert brags, quickly outbid by Svin. I went into the market for the old Spencer, split her firewood for the winter, and even put out her washing, but I drew a line at rescuing treed cats. Okay, look at that. Feeling pretty good. That matters because if they're in a good mood, there's a better chance that they will start combat with confident morale. Has a 50% chance to start confident. That will be super nice for us. All right, you are looking to die. You are so banged up at the moment. You're going to be worthless, like completely and utterly worthless. I'm going to pull you back. Well, I mean, is it worth saving a fodder? In fact, you are not Ivar the Swift. You are Ivar the Useless. I think I'm going to hold him back for now. I don't need him for the next fight, and he's just going to soak up XP or die without any value. I'd at least like his death to have some vague value. All right, we did get a level up on Hildebert. Let's level up. Okay, we're going to take melee for sure. We're going to take defense. Actually, let's... Well, I already know what I'm going to take. Ah, shoot, they're both high rolled. Shoot. Okay, I am going to take Colossus on a lot of my guys. I do feel that's a very valuable perk at the very beginning. And now let's look at these rolls. So he has 80 HP with that, so I'm less worried about not taking this. So I'll take that. I'll take that. This needs to be patched badly. 40 is about the minimum, I would say. So I'm going to take that high roll. And that's it for that. Hildebert is definitely the guy that's doing the best work so far. He is quick and nothing else. He also rolled okay on fatigue. Not quite his 50% mark, but still pretty high compared to some of them. All right, let's see if we can find ourselves some trouble. Wait, hang on. I also can make a second backliner. So currently we had Magnus. In fact, Magnus, you're promoted to the Warfork. Who else? Yeah, you. Double melee star. I want to keep these guys in the back just long enough maybe to give them a chance to get a couple levels so that we cannot have them die dumbly. All right, that being said, though, you're going to have to trade this out and probably that. I think it's going to go to Hildebert. And then his armor can roll downhill to him. And that's a 20 and that's a 30. Okay. Up his hat. And then you get a hat. We also have another shield and we have a pick. Nobody here has good enough attack. Like, for me, anything below like 60, like really, should have a spear. And then once you get to 60, or you're on your way, maybe you can have a sword. And then when you pass 60, then I'm more interested in the more exotic type weapons. I just find that you just never hit anything. Like 55 with I guess this too, but at least this gets to ignore shields. We do have a... In fact, saying that out loud, let's go to the short sword because that gives 10% attack. And then this can roll down to him. I do like having a flail on the chance that we can just get somebody. No, use that, but then you can have that. And you can have a knife. You have a knife. You can have that. And instead of fighting naked, why don't you put a shirt on? Once you throw your net, you're kind of useless anyways, so you can put a shield on. I'm starting to try to get to grips with not putting shields on everybody. That's my playstyle, grind combat. If you're a Dominions enjoyer, you will know that. So having dudes that don't have shields but aren't using two-handed weapons just feels wrong. Dietrich, the modest monk, enters your tent with a vial in hand. The flask is topped with a bark stopper and a wreath of greenery with berries hanging beneath the leaves. Inside the vial is a goldish liquid sloshing about. Whatever it is, it catches any glimpse of light and seems to capture it and swirl it around. He holds it out. Blessed waters, sir, to fight the dead that walk again. You ask if it's a gift from the gods. He nods. You ask if it's really a gift from the old gods, though. He purses his lips. Not exactly, sir. The monasteries know how to make it, but it is an ancient recipe protected under penalty of death. Of course. You thank the man for taking such a risk to contribute and tell him to put it in the inventory. Okay, well, if we find someone dead, we can equip that. Boy, these boyos were really booking it with the demonic statue. Here they are. 7 of them. Yeah, we should be just fine. Please don't make me run across the entire continent chasing you. We're in the middle of freaking nowhere. There's the ancient city, that's how far we are. Thieves are quite human. Let's see if they're very human. Ooh. Ooh. I don't love that terrain. I don't love that terrain. I think we're gonna make a weird front line here. Okay, so you're gonna take that, you're gonna take that. You go here or here. Probably here. Okay, so you can move here. Done. Hopefully. I guess I probably shouldn't be too greedy and we should just take the high ground. Okay, so you... Goes here, done. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to bait them into trying to go here. Maybe we can get some stabs off. Oh, whiff. Okay, you are a good matchup against him. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can move here. Wait. You take the ground and spear wall. Okay, he took the bait. We have 1 sword. Go up here. Done. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about over there. Don't love that. All right. Do we swing for the rafters? No, not yet. Let's take the regular swing. Okay. You. I can't see what you are. Just junk with a good helmet. If I kill this guy off, we could get to him, though. I think we're just going to work that way. It's equal odds to hit. Okay, we whiffed both times. All right, now you or you... 77 versus 60. I think we're going to take the higher odds. Yes, yes. And then... 62, 72. Reason I want to take that guy is I want to be able to get to their ranged guy. If I can. But if not, let him sit in the back and just poke away at me. Okay, not bad. Of course you attack downhill, that makes sense. That sucks. Yeah, we expected that. Alright, here, I think we're just going to try to clear this idiot out. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to swing for the rafters. Okay, we got at least 1 hit. Alright, go threaten those guys. Okay, he's already running away. So I don't actually need to attack him. Let's go right here, and that way we can get a hit on him possibly, and then we'll wait. We'll see what happens there. Over here... I'm gonna have you wait too. I like that these guys go right one after another. Hey, you're still hanging in, huh? Alright, one of our worthless guys died. Move up. Okay, he's retreating. Just start swinging. I guess you are the last man standing. Not anymore. Yep. Good battle. Good battle. We did lose a guy, but it wasn't somebody I'm gonna cry over, so... that is totally fine. Unfortunately, this idiot may be getting away. Run him down. Step up and kill. You're not gonna catch anything. You actually could. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? I thought you wanted to fight. I thought you wanted to fight. kill him? Oh, not dead. Little surprise there. All right, just kill him. Just kill him. Okay, that's not just killing him. Apparently, it is a good thing I had other people run this direction, because apparently we cannot kill this old man. There it is. Okay, yeah, there's the level ups. Hey, and Wolfgang from the dead comes on back. He's got a maimed foot, 1 additional action point per tile moved. He's got a fractured elbow and a fractured hand. Oof. Wolfgang, you are pretty much done for, my man. All right, we got a dagger, we got a hatchet, a couple pitchforks, an okay helmet. We're not getting any armor though, which makes me a little worried. Helmet goes here. And then that rolls downhill. Downhill. There's our holy water. Okay, upgrade that knife. Get a knife. You don't need both of these. Just take the head. I like to be able to bonk them, and so you can run away. And we'll go that route. Okay, level up for Dawnbird. Dawnbird is looking to maybe be some sort of like high defense tank, probably. Let's see what we have. 65. Okay, if he's going to be a tanky person, I'm going to want Colossus, so we can just get that. Okay, so his HP is at least okay. I don't feel pressured to take more HP. 80 seems to be okay for frontline, although he max rolls it. I mean, I think that's a minimum roll on defense. I think I'm just content knowing he's never going to hit anything. This is just too juicy to pass up. And I also need to fix his resolve, so we're going to take that. 86 HP. Okay, Dietrich. I mean, his starting stats were so bloody low, he'll probably struggle to catch up, but he's okay. He'll go Colossus. He needs a little more HP, and we do have a max roll, so I'm definitely going to take it. Definitely taking attack. Definitely taking defense. Wigmar. Okay, Wigmar has 3 in HP. That's going to be really nice. We might even be able to skip. Well, his starting is so bloody low, though. And his attack is pretty bad. Having HP means we don't take wounds, though. I don't know. I'm hard-pressed not to want to take Colossus on most characters. All right, let's see how we do. 3 attack, that's good. I'm going to definitely take the 3 defense because he doesn't have any stars there. We have plenty of resolve. We did get a good roll on fatigue. Hey, I'm going to take the health, though, I think. He has just such a deficit there. Spin here. Again, HP is super low. He has attack. Yeah, definitely take that. Take the attack. Spin here. Maybe Spin is actually somebody who is going to want to be on the back line. He has attack, so he can actually hit some stuff. He's never going to have great melee defense. He does have a star in fatigue and in resolve. So a possible Ruddy Bannerman, maybe? I think we're going to build in that direction. If we don't have another pitchfork. We do have another pitchfork. You know what? Sure. Come on back here, buddy. How are you doing? Okay, you're almost have some HP to fight. Take that and you can take that. Okay, now people, these are really, really good guys. This is a guy I would actually be very happy if he never died. So ironically, I'm going to take Student, I think. We'll get the more XP sooner and we'll be able to get more stats with that. So I'm going to take that. This is the long haul. Okay, we're looking for a melee dude here. So melee, obviously. Melee defense, obviously. And then we don't have a lot of HP, so we're definitely going to need some. And we didn't high roll resolve, which we need to patch up. Same story here. Taking Student. Taking melee. Taking melee. We low rolled HP. And we got a high roll on resolve. I'm going to take the resolve here. That'll finish him up on resolve. More is better, of course, but you only get so many rolls. Okay, that was all right. Do we have any other gear I wanted to fiddle with? Not really. You have the best attack. You should be in the middle, in the safe spot. Okay, now if I got to pick what I got next, I want a ranged character just to force the enemy to charge me instead of me having to move forward. If we bumble into a good ranged character, I'd be very happy. I'd also be looking for a hunter, although hunters are always so expensive. All right, Dornan, we got your stuff. Crown's well deserved. Okay, so you are less items, and they're buying and selling for less. So we could buy some cheese. We don't really need it. Healing, that's not that overpriced. We don't need it though. A cheap spear, yes. I think that's just going to be it for here. All right, and then hopefully we still have the package delivery up here. If I can get the reputation of the Order of the Golden Gryphon up, then we get better prices. And we already get better prices because we're merchants. So my thought is we can get some trade goods out of here, and then hopefully there's something nearby that we can actually trade at. All right, here we want to sell off that wine. Man, food's expensive here. 75 for just grain. We eat 20 provisions a day. I think we're just gonna buy stuff at the other city. That's not super impressive at the moment. Nets would be nice. Let's grab a couple nets. About the same price for medical supplies. An okay price on some padded leather. I do like padded leather. If I'm gonna buy armor and it's early in the game, I feel like padded's kind of the lowest I like to pay for. I do like it. I like the looks too. I don't know if we need it though. I mean, we could upgrade some people we do like. No, resist the urge, Babel. Resist the urge. Did you get anybody new here? Yeah, I think so. I don't remember the fisherman. I'm not feeling that particularly. Head on down. Okay, so we finished making friends. I think we're just gonna grab our standard already? Gather 2,000 crowns so you can afford a battle standard. You can make money by completing contests. Yeah, of course we can. Okay, that wants me to do missions. That's easy. It's buy and sell, but that's something we definitely can do. Arena fights are fine, but we don't know where the arena is. I think weirdly enough, we're actually going to take the banner. Kind of early here, but I'm just going to take the shot while we have it. We just got to remember, we need to build up our funds a little bit when we pay this. Yep. Man, these are our colors now. Yeah, the battle standard. Okay, so right now, you actually have the highest, so you get to wield it. He's not particularly a great bannerman yet, but we'll get him there. Ironically enough, you have 50. You know what? I can't really argue with reality here. Trade places. You get the armor and the sword. You get the banner and the slightly okay armor. And we'll give him a regular dagger. Yeah, 50. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Not perfect. I mean, ideally, of course, I'd like to have some extra stars here, but for what we have and who we have, I think that's fine. All right, you know what? Put that away and grab a net for the time being. Ditto with you. Okay, you're wielding a sword. That's fine. We do have another spear. You are garbage at hitting things. You should have a spear on. Now that we're actually able to start putting gear where it makes more sense. Okay. March with that banner, boys. Did I not accept the mission and I just literally ran off being so excited about it? Well, hang on. If that's the case, is there anything I can buy here? Oh my goodness. We're falling apart. We're falling apart, Gryphons. Already messing up. Getting too excited about that banner. Pretty good start here, though. I mean, compared to the live stream, this map is already infinitely better just because we actually have missions. All right, we will take that. And there's nothing I can really take down there because this stuff is just too expensive. I will grab some more grain, though. Okay, for realsies this time, let's go make that delivery. How embarrassing. We got all the way there and we're like, actually, we were just checking the road before we accept the delivery. Yeah, don't worry about it. Finally, you made it. Ballin, the guildmaster, staying in the middle of the road. His hands clasped over his stomach, a slick grin on his cheeky face. Sellsword, I'm not sure you'd make it. You lug the cargo up and hand it over. Oh yeah, why'd you say that? The man takes the box and hands it off to the road man, who quickly hurries away with it tucked under his arm. Ballin, the guildmaster, laughs as he hands you a satchel of crowns. The roads are up these days, are they not? You understand he's making small talk. Anything to get your attention off the cargo you just handed over. Whatever, you got your pay, that's good enough for you. Yeah, it wasn't really much. A man's wage or two. What are we paying out? 81. How are we doing on... Okay, so we have friendly in Gryphon Haven, and Dornan is open. So, not terrible, not terrible. Getting this place to like this would be nice, because this seems like a good place to sell. Prices are just like stupid high here. Oh, I hate these so much. Okay, you step into Bernhard of Gryphon Haven's room, and he shoves a map in your face. There are parts of the world that still have yet to find and chart in his maps. I'm looking for the overgrown homestead northeast of here, or at or near the region of Two Fields. Okay, northeast. That's about all I know of it, but I do know it exists. So you go and find it and tell me it, and you will be properly rewarded. What's it pay? 70 in advance and 290 when the job is done. We need more payment once it's done. Sure, I understand. 390. I accept. I hate these missions. But just as I'm accepting that contract, you'll have to accept that that's going to be the end of the first episode. As I mentioned, one of my goals here is to just keep trying to improve in Battle Brothers. I'm frankly embarrassed how bad I am at this game because it's a game I love. I've played on and off throughout the years, but kind of similar to Dead in Vinland, I've never finished it. And by finish, I mean like I've never completed a crisis event or anything. I would absolutely love it if we could make it there. So this will continue until we die or we make it. At least for the time being, that is the plan. So leave those tips in the comments below and I will take them to heart best I can. I probably will record a few of these in a row. So if I don't immediately act on your advice, just know that there's a bit of a lag time there. But I do, of course, read every single comment. All right, leave a thumbs up for the Order of the Golden Gryphon. If you are not a subscriber, I hope this is the video that has earned your subscription. I'd love to have you join the builders. And if you'd like to go above and beyond, you can always leave a super thanks, join us on stream for a super chat, or consider becoming a channel member, which will get you early access to videos like this. All right, builders, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Order of the Gryphon, out.